I think my husband might be having an affair with his stepsister, and it's making me spiral. His parents divorced when he was 15, and his dad remarried when he was 17. His stepmom had a daughter, Jess, who was 16 at the time. They lived together briefly before my husband left for college, where I met him. A year later, Jess started at the same school, joined our friend group, and she and my husband stayed close. I sometimes thought she flirted with him, but he never seemed to respond, so I ignored it. Now we're back in our hometown and still see Jess a lot. She hasn't dated anyone in years, and she's extremely close with my husband. When we hang out even with family, she sits pressed against him, leans on his shoulder, and acts almost possessive. It's always bothered me, but I convinced myself it was innocent. Lately though, things feel different. For our April birthdays, which are a week apart, she bought him expensive gifts, headphones and a watch only for him, not me. She gave him a long card that later disappeared. They text constantly, and I've seen heart emojis from her pop up on his screen before he quickly hides them. She avoids hanging out with me alone but always shows up if he's there. He's also been going to his dad's house more often, but I suspect it's really to see her since she still lives there. Our intimacy has dropped a lot down to 2 to 3 times a month. And the worst was at a July 4th pool party. Jess was all over him in the water, piggybacking, splashing, laughing, and glaring at me when I was affectionate with him. Later, while we were changing, she barged into his room without knocking. He was completely naked. I yelled at her to knock, and she just shrugged and said, "He's basically like my brother." My husband looked a little embarrassed, but not nearly enough. Since then, Jess barely talks to me, and I feel like I'm losing it. My gut tells me something is going on, but I'm terrified of accusing him if I'm wrong. How do I even begin this conversation? Am I crazy, or does this look as bad as I think?